Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me for our monthly April 2015 tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. And I'm using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking that all angels, light beings, and God please relay the message that I may share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Take a card from the center. Okay, and pull another one for the middle of the month. And for the end of the month, we will take the bottom card, which is the end of the deck. Okay, what do we have here for you, Taurus? Okay, first card we're getting for the beginning of the month is the Knight of Swords. This guy means business. This Knight of Swords, as you can see, his horse's feet are not on the ground. They're up in the air like they're taking flight. They're showing a forward movement. Sword is, held up high. He has a very determined look on his face. He has a suit of armor on, and he's charging forward. This Knight of Swords, when I look at this card, I automatically think of motion. Just because of the way, the horse's legs are up in the air, like it's going so fast that it's actually airborne. That's what I think of when I look at this. What I'm getting from this card, it's a very serious tone starting out the month of April. When I look at a knight, I think of someone who is, it could be a person in your life. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman. Or it could actually be you. This could be you, symbolized in the Knight of Swords. Basically, what I get from this is the Knight of Swords is someone who is courageous. When this card appears, the message to you is to have no fear in the beginning of this month of April. Okay, this is a card, like I said, of movement. You could just feel the movement of charging forward. He looks like he's ready to take on an adventure. Something new is brewing at this point, and there's a need for action. Okay, and this is telling us that you have to be ready for this, to dive into it. This isn't something where you're going to sit back and think about it. Should I? Shouldn't I? What should I do about this? This man here, or it could be a woman, okay, or it could very well be you, is ready for action. He's not sitting back and thinking about things. He's not resting on his laurels. He's passionate about whatever it is he's going after. So at the beginning of this month, for you, Taurus, for the month of April, I would say that you need to be ready to move forward, be direct, okay? You need to make sure that you're not sitting back and letting things pass you by or slacking at this point. And believe me, Tauruses are not slackers. I think they're the most hardworking people that I've known. You need to be brave in the beginning of this month, and you have to stand up and defend your position, like all my Taurian people do. I know an awful lot of them, and they truly do stand their ground. They're very strong-willed. They do defend their position. They do not back down, and that's what I admire about them. So in the beginning of this month, there's going to be something that you are going to need to take charge of, okay? Take the proverbial bull by the horns. And Taurus being the sign of the bull, no one does it better than Taurus. So in this, situation here, you got to be on your feet. You got to be ready to pursue, move forward, stand your ground. Don't let anybody take advantage of you in this month of April, especially the first part of April. And then we get into the middle of April, and we have the Four of Wands. We have these beautiful women here. There's 4 wands holding up this beautiful garland above them. They're celebrating. These women do not have a care in the world. They're basically, having a joyous occasion. They're celebrating something. There's a cat down below. There's a castle in the background. It's just a joyous celebration for these women. And basically, this card here, is telling you to get ready for some type of a party, some type of celebration of success on your part, and probably due to the fact that you stood your ground in the beginning of the month, you're going to be victorious. Okay, this is a sign directly that whatever it is you stand your ground on, take action on, you know, do what you need to do to straighten matters out, you're going to be successful. Okay, this is a very happy event in the middle of the month. It may not be an actual physical party. It could be a success for you reaching a milestone and coming a long way with whatever it is that demands your attention in the beginning of the month. You could possibly, straighten out a marital situation, or you can change jobs. You can overcome an addiction. Only you know, Taurus, in your life right now, what needs to be taken care of swiftly and, straightened out, and what it is that you need to have courage to face, and just move forward with. But I have a feeling that whatever it is, definitely by the middle of the month, you're going to see some type of success in that matter. And then the end of the month, we have here the Queen of Cups, and she's a beautiful queen. She's sitting on the shoreline. Her back is actually covered by a seashell, beautiful shell. She's draped in a beautiful blue robe, reminds you of the blue sky and the blue water, gives you just a feeling of calmness. She's holding the cup up in her hands. She looks like she's in a very, very relaxed state of mind. She's not going anywhere. She's not like the beginning of the month where, we had this Knight of Swords that was charging off in the battle. This one here is resting. She's chilling out. It's a very relaxed sense of peace. Okay, so whatever it was in the middle of the month that you had, a very good outcome with, you're going to be sitting back. You're going to be relaxing. You're going to be reflecting. You're going to be, I don't know exactly how to put it, but you're going to be satisfied with whatever your undertaking was in the beginning of the month. At the end of the month, you're going to sit back. You're going to unwind. You're going to relax. You're going to be just taking in the scenery. I mean, she's resting after whatever it was that she took on in the beginning of the month. She basically, like I said, has a feeling of calmness, a very calm look on her face. She's surrounded by water. Whenever you're surrounded by water, I feel that it's just a general sense of relaxation. I mean, I just love sitting by a lake or even a stream. This card is, just summing everything up at the end of this month. This is basically a sign of serenity and inner peace, if I had to sum it up. So you start the month off, Taurus, with charging into battle, taking matters into your own hands, making the tough decisions, taking action, moving forward. You feel satisfied and joyous because you did take the action in the beginning of the month and it turned out successful. And then at the very end of the month, a great, great way to end the month, that you're basically sitting there, you're emotionally healed. This woman looks like a person who's, been emotionally healed. The cup is a sign of emotions. Water in the background is a sign of emotions. But this person here is calm and gentle. She's healed from whatever was taking place in the beginning of the month. And you too, Taurus, will be able to sit back at the end of the month and just relax and realize that whatever you had dealt with has turned out for the best and you're a better person for it. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back.